various glands that are located in different areas of our body, and these glands play their own specific role. So in today's video, we will be talking about one such very important gland, which is the thyroid gland. So let us get started. The thyroid gland is a butterfly-shaped gland which is present at the frontal of your neck and is wrapped around the trachea. This gland is responsible for secreting the two important hormones, T3 and T4 hormones. Now, what does this gland do? Why is it so important for our body? Well, if you've heard of the word metabolism, you must know that this gland is responsible for controlling the rate of metabolism in your body. Metabolism is the process in which the food that you consume gets converted into energy, thus utilizing by your body. When your T3 and T4 levels are not within the normal range, it affects your rate of metabolism as well. When your T3 and T4 levels are on the higher side, you are diagnosed with a condition called hyperthyroidism. When your metabolism is very high, because of T3 and T4 levels being high, you will be losing a lot of weight, you will have a lot of anxiety, nervousness, muscle tremors, sleeplessness, enlarged thyroid gland or goiter, there will be eye irritation, loss of vision, etc. On the other hand, having low levels of T3 and T4 will lead to underactive thyroid or hypothyroidism. Some of the symptoms include gain in weight, fatigue, forgetfulness, coarse and dry hair, hoarse voice, and sensitivity to cold. Now, all the functions that are done by the thyroid gland is monitored by another gland, that is the pituitary gland. It will recognize that there is something wrong with this gland because it is either releasing a lot of T3 and T4 hormones or deficient in T3 and T4 hormones. And that is when it will release something called as the TSH or the thyroid secreting hormone. So when you do a blood test, the first thing that you need to see is the TSH level in your blood. If your TSH levels are high, it means that your T3 and T4 levels were low because it wanted to compensate for the lack of T3 and T4 levels. So that is when you diagnose yourself with hypothyroidism. When your TSH levels are very low, that means T3 and T4 levels are high. And that is when you diagnose yourself with hyperthyroidism. So it is very important to get yourself checked on a regular basis and understand what your report means and not just go by what the doctors say. You need to have self-awareness as well so that you can educate yourself and take steps accordingly. Thyroid disease can affect you at any age, at any time, and it can affect anybody. It is not gender specific. So you have to look into the factors that can ensure that your thyroid gland functions normally. One of these factors include your diet. It is very important to know what are the foods that you need to avoid and consume so that your thyroid glands function normally. One of which being your goitrogenic vegetables. These include cauliflower, cabbage, kale, broccoli, etc. These have something called as the goitrogen, which are responsible for the formation of goiter. Goitrogens are agents that interfere with the normal functioning of your thyroid gland. So you must exclude these vegetables. Secondly, when we talk about soya, well, these should be avoided too because these interfere with the T4 hormones. So the T4 hormones are not absorbed in your body. So imagine if you have hypothyroidism, that means your T4 levels are already very low. And if you are consuming soya or soya related products, even peanuts, you are further restricting the T4 absorption in the body. So the little T4 that you have will also not get absorbed. Moving ahead with iodine, we know that it is a trace element which is very important for the normal functioning of your thyroid glands. So you must include iodine rich food in your diet. Iodine is found in a lot of food products like in milk, egg, fish and beans. And even iodized salt are present nowadays in the market. So you need to include these in your diet. But having said that, you need to know that everything has to be in its proportion. If salt is having iodine, it does not mean you add a lot of salt in your diet because everything has its damaging effects too if it is taken in excess. Thyrosine is also responsible for the normal functioning of your thyroid glands. Thyrosine is an amino acid which is present in a lot of food items like fish, poultry, eggs, dairy products, bananas, almonds and pumpkin seeds. So you must include these as well in your diet. You must also consume foods that are rich in vitamin B12 and vitamin C so that you get the antioxidizing property from the food. Also include non-goitrogenic or non-cruciferous vegetables like tomatoes, beans, carrot, cucumber, pumpkin, eggplant, peas, etc. With this, we come to an end to today's video. I hope you liked it. I hope you didn't find it very technical and difficult to understand. It was very important for me to share this information with you so that you understand how your body functions and what are the things you have to look into when you look at your blood report or when you want to make a lifestyle choice. That is all for today. I will see you all next Sunday. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until then, love, invest, find yourself, and enjoy.